Dear participants, I'm very excited to welcome you to Zanzibar and to Tanzania for this important workshop. As members of the Zanzibar community, we understand that the ocean impacts every aspect of our lives, from the air we breathe and the climate we experience to the food we eat and the good we consume. We are truly an oceanic community. We have an area of 1,602 kilometers square and a coastline of 338 kilometers. Our oceans are not only rich in ecological value, but also serve as vital centers of socio-economic activities. They support vital ecosystems such as mangroves, seagrass meadows, and coral reefs, each playing a crucial role in sustaining marine life and protecting our shores.
It is my pleasure to extend a heartfelt regards and gratitude to the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, and in particular the government of Zanzibar, for allowing us to host this initiative here. And we, as IOC, the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO, are very much honored.
This training will bring us to understand more about the ocean and also the impact of the human in the ocean and what the ocean will give us as a human to live this world.
For our country, being on the southern tip of Africa itself, we are surrounded by both the Indian as well as the Atlantic Ocean. And so I see ocean conservation as being a very key and important element in what we do. We have a big impact on the ocean as well as the ocean impacting us.
Just from what we've learned today, like the word ocean literacy, and how one of the facilitators was explaining, it's about knowing what the ocean, the importance of the ocean, but also understand the impacts that you bring on the ocean and how the ocean also brings the impact to your life as a human.
We have people from many countries across Africa, and this is also an important platform to strengthen collaboration.
The skills that I will gain in this workshop will be translated to the local communities and also to stakeholders in Cabo Verde through different kinds of activities, trainings, meetings, and participative workshops that will include different kinds of people. And I think as the only Portuguese-speaking country here, it will be very important to translate these skills to Portuguese-speaking populations in Cabo Verde and maybe also in other Portuguese-speaking countries of West Africa.
This is the third day of our training of trainers on marine conservation and sustainable development, utilizing UNESCO's Biosphere Reserve. And we have a chance here of visiting the Jozani Chakwa Bay Biosphere Reserve in Zanzibar, Tanzania. For the 2 days that we've had in class, we've taken the Biosphere Reserve managers from within 9 countries from Africa, West Africa, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, on a training of utilizing their biosphere reserves as learning places for conserving the environment and also ensuring that communities interact and gain socio-economic benefits from these biosphere reserves.
And within these villages, they have different activity or initiative which they are doing for their livelihood activities. Maybe one of the main activity which is conducted by women in this village is this seaweed farming.
So we've had quite an impactful training sessions with our facilitators, taking us through various issues like the conservation of ecosystems within the Biosphere Reserve, the interactions between the core, buffer and transition zones of Biosphere Reserve, the climate change threats that we are facing in marine biosphere reserves, and also the implications of conservation and the contributions of biosphere reserves to the Sustainable Development Goals and other frameworks like the Convention of Biological Diversity, the Global Biodiversity Framework, the UN Decade of Ocean Science. And I think we live here very educated and very motivated and capacity built to share these interesting stories and to share these interesting experiences from this training with our colleagues from our respective countries and regions. And we've had the ability of having interactions and building collaborations between different biosphere reserves. Like one of the networks of marine protected areas in the West Africa, Rampau, has initiated a collaboration with the West Indian Ocean Marine Protected Area Network. So these are some of the fruitful collaborations that we are getting from this training. And I think from there on we are going to build a network of marine and coastal biosphere reserve managers.
This also was an opportunity for them to share experience in the best practice regarding marine biosphere reserve management, including specific knowledge on conservation, but also supporting sustainable development initiative. And also we all know that science is really key in terms of biosphere reserve management. So these opportunities was very interesting. It increased our insight on how people are doing, what people are doing in their various sites, especially when it's come to climate change mitigation and adaptation. We learn from many and how they are addressing this issue, how they are addressing diverse threats also. This is really a new collaboration that has started at regional level, but inter-region level. So let's say African level, we'll keep that momentum to make sure that we are contributing not only to the conservation at regional level, local level, but also at African continent level and global level, and make sure that we are contributing to the achievement for the decade of ocean science in Africa and beyond. Thank you.